Part 2, the solar system. Stars. We see lots of shining and twinkling objects called stars in the night sky. Stars are huge balls of glowing gases that spread heat and light in space. They are actually huge but look like tiny dots because they are so far away. The sun is also a star. It looks bigger because it is the closest star to the earth. Satellites. A satellite is a heavenly body that revolves around a planet. Many planets have their own satellites. The moon is a natural satellite of the earth. It is the earth's nearest neighbor in space. In 1969, moon became the first object in space to be visited by human beings. It does not have light of its own. It reflects the sun's light. It has a hard and rocky surface. It has big holes called craters on its surface. It has no atmosphere. Movement of the earth. We already know that the earth is always moving. It spins on its axis like a top. This is called rotation. At the same time, it moves around the sun. This is called revolution. Rotation. The earth rotates from west to east on its axis. The axis of the earth is an imaginary line joining the north pole and the south pole. This axis is tilted to one side at an angle of 23.5 degree. As the earth rotates, different parts of it face the sun. The part that faces the sun has day, the part that is away from the sun has night. It completes one round of rotation about its axis in about 24 hours. Thus, rotation of the earth causes day and night. Revolution. The sun is at the center of the system of planets. The earth moves around the sun on its orbit. This movement is called revolution. The earth takes 365 days and 6 hours, 1 year, to complete one revolution around the sun. The dotted line shown at the center of the earth is the imaginary line called the equator. It divides the earth into upper half and the lower half. The upper half of the earth is called northern hemisphere. The lower half of the earth is called southern hemisphere. Both the hemispheres are opposite to each other. Seasons. The earth moves around the sun. The tilt of the earth causes the sun's rays to fall more directly on either the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, depending on the position of the earth. Each hemisphere of the earth remains near the sun for about 6 months. The part tilted towards the sun has hot season and the other part has cold season. In other words, when northern hemisphere has summer, the southern hemisphere has winter. Again, after 6 months, the situation changes. The half which had summer now has winter, and the half which had winter now has summer. So, we have 4 seasons in all that occur in a never ending cycle, year after year. They are summer, autumn, winter, spring. So, children, we end up the lesson here. I hope you all enjoyed the lesson.